What up, OGs? Before we jump into this episode, we're going to be taste testing the Hotbox Pretzel Bites. The first one we're going to do is a maple waffle. And then which one you got, Joey?
I got the pizza Hotbox Pretzel Bites.
Yo, we're excited. Let's try these things out real quick.
Step 1, remove the seasoning and salt from the bag. Step 2, add desired seasonings and shake. One more?
Yep, throw the other one in there. Woo!
Cheers.
Cheers, brother. Shout out Roman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
God dang, that's good, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Roman, you did something with this one, brother.
I love that.
You did something with this.
I eat that for breakfast, lunch, and
That is some gas.
and then dessert. Bingo.
He also has queso flavored and chocolate strawberry flavored. So once again, shout out to Roman for sending us these. These are fucking gas. If any of you guys are interested in trying these as well, you can go to, I think it's hotboxpretzels.com and get you yours.
Send them right to your door.
I mean, y'all seen Roman on the pod. That dude is working, and these are no exception, bro. This shit is fire. Give me another one of those pizza ones.
Please do.
All right, y'all. Now let's jump into the episode.
Peace.
What up, OGs? Welcome back to another episode of the OG Sessions podcast. And of course, I'm here with my brother, Joey Allen.
Yo,
How you feeling, Joey?
I'm feeling good.
Dude,
Feeling full off them pretzel bites, brother.
Bro, shout out to Roman for getting us those pretzel bites and letting us review them for the pod.
Good.
I mean, he's been on the pod multiple times. Everyone that listens to this podcast regularly is like Roman's a fan favorite.
And we show up to wherever he pops out. We show up. I gotta get them pretzels.
But it's funny because, like, for him, I know the manufacturing route is crazy, bro. Like, trying to make your product so that people can just heat it up at home, like, that process has got to be insane. But it's cool with Roman, like, his pretzels are already fire as it is. Like, if you go to the food truck, wherever he's popped up at, I love those pretzels,
You will
bro.
never be disappointed.
Dude, they are so good. Like the pizza one with the hot
I haven't
honey.
had a flavor that I don't like. The hot honey is
That
insane.
shit is so
God.
good, bro. And so then when he hit me up about doing the review for the pretzel bites, I was like, for
Please.
sure,
Yeah.
bro. And then he sent us 4 flavors. Which one was your favorite, by the way?
Probably the pizza because it reminded me so much of the Olive Garden breadsticks. And them,
Dude,
if you know anything about Olive Garden breadsticks, yes.
I want to know how he makes the seasoning packets.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like how he makes them taste so accurate, like the item that it's representing.
It
like,
smelled like pizza when you opened it. It was
the
crazy.
maple waffle one was
waffle.
gas, bro. It almost had a little bit of a cinnamon kick to it also. Like that was good.
You can eat pretzels for breakfast. It was so good.
No, so shout out Roman for getting us those.
Appreciate
He's a fucking man. If you guys want to go cop yourself some Hotbox Pretzel Bites, I think it's hotboxpretzels.com.
Yep.
I should probably double check that, but shout out to Roman. Seriously, you guys can find him wherever you find him.
Hotbox pretzels.
Dude, let's jump into today's episode. I'm excited for this one. This is episode 123.
123, yeah.
Before we get started, I have a present for you.
For me?
For you. Okay, so I'm going to give you the present, and then I'm going to tell you the backstory behind
Do
it.
I open it now?
Open it now.
Okay. Oh, it's heavy.
Yeah, you like that?
Wow. Is this beard stuff?
Ta-da!
Wow. Look at the packaging. It's so nice. Did you get this in the mail? Was this
Okay,
like a subscription
so
package?
here's how this happened. I did not mean to buy this gift for you.
Beard growth vitamin.
Yeah, go through each item. Go through each one.
Beard growth vitamins.
Those taste like shit, by the way.
Okay, well, I'm sure you're not supposed to eat them. You swallow them.
Well, okay, but it's not, obviously I'm not chewing them, but they smell crazy, bro. I'm not going to lie.
Growth vitamin spray. I like this.
You like that?
I like that.
I think it's oil.
Beard growth oil.
Yeah, so that you just rub on your face.
Why aren't you using this?
Okay, so here we go.
Hold on. Cleansing spray. That's cool. Okay,
That's for your
okay.
derma roller. Is there a derma roller in there?
Hold on. I'm not there yet. Beard shampoo. I like this.
You need that.
I know.
Your shit smell.
My shit stank, boy. And then a derma roller.
Okay.
Why aren't you using this?
So here's what happened. Well, so I already have 3.
Oh.
So one night I was feeling a little crazy, and I was on Instagram, and this ad came up for Beard Club, and it was like it was basically like saying like if you don't have like anything really going on in the beard department, try this out, and it can like help you grow a beard, right? And everyone that watches this pod knows that your boy struggles when it comes to growing a fucking beard.
No, he just shaves every morning.
I just shave every single day, all day, throughout the day.
His whole life.
So, bro, I saw they were doing some deal. It was for this exact kit, and it was like $10 or something. I'm like, $10, bro. Like, I'll suffer $10.
This thing's fancy.
You know what I mean, bro? I'm saying it's nice stuff.
You need to use it.
So listen, I was like, okay, $10. I can let $10 go to try this shit out, right? It was like a $110 value or something.
Yeah.
So I order one. It comes in the mail. I start trying it out. It didn't really do shit. I'm not gonna lie. I went through the whole fucking thing. I was like overdosing on fucking beard pills. And bro, it was like it wasn't as crazy as what I thought, right? And it was like I wasn't signed up for a subscription. You know what I mean? I was just buying the one-time pack.
Yeah.
And the next month, another one comes in, and I was like, oh. Well, they didn't charge my account. I don't think they charged my account. Like, I didn't notice any money come out of my account or whatever. Right. And then next month, another one comes in. And so then I look at my account, and they charge me $90 every time that shit gets shipped to my house. Bro, it is impossible to cancel this subscription. I have done everything. Like, now I'm to a point where I'm, like, emailing the fucking people, and I'm like, yo, I couldn't figure out what my login information was because I don't think I made an account with them. I think I just, like, put in my information as, like, a guest or whatever.
That's insane.
So this is the 4th kit that I've gotten. And I'm like doing everything in my power. It's $90 a month, bro, just to get that fucking package right there.
And you can't stop it?
And I can't stop it. Actually, I think the last time it charged me, it was $110.
That's
like
insane.
The full value of the box. And so, bro, I'm like, at this point, I'm just, anyone, if you come across the Beard Club, I've got nothing good to say about them. Their shit did not work. I'm getting charged $90 to $110 every single month for this shitty ass little box.
Hold on, I've got nothing but great things to say so far.
You haven't even tried it.
I know, but this looks cool.
No, good luck.
Believe it or not, I've never used a derma roller.
Really?
Just
so is that all natural? Like
all natural.
No way.
I do use like beard oil.
Okay, I will say that's impressive.
Thank you.
Good job.
I've worked
brother.
hard.
You want to jump into win of the week?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's go ahead and get this shit popping. Episode 123, win of the week.
You're first.
Okay, I got a good one.
Okay.
So this week, I mean, it's like the 3rd time I've moved in the past year, but I am moving.
Congratulations.
And it is like, yeah, me and my girl got a place, and it is, bro, it's so much nicer than the spot we're in right now. Like
the spot you're in now is nice.
Bro, I appreciate that.
I didn't know.
And that was, so like I moved into my girl's place, and she didn't have long in that place anyway. So I knew we were going to be looking for something different. But like you just said, the place that we were in was like fire, 3 stories, bro. 3 stories. It's right next to the beach. And I'm like, there's no way we're going to be able to replace this spot, bro. And then just going crazy. We found something online, and like now, bro, we're moved. Like, we're not fully moved in yet, but in my opinion, it's like a better spot at the beaches. It's closer to the beach, actually, surprisingly, than our other spot was.
Yeah.
And it's actually a bedroom less. So it's not as like big of a spot.
We
but
had like
bro,
6 in the other one.
It
so
is
what does it
sick,
matter?
Bro. It is fucking sick, and there's an outdoor shower. So whenever we go surf, we can like come back to the outdoor shower. It's gonna be. It's a
you
good
got
spot.
parking there? Can I park there?
Oh yeah, for sure. Which is a lot nicer than the spot we're at. Well, at the beaches, bro, it's hard to like.
Parking sucks at the beaches.
Especially
you either gotta pay or
dude, the old spot that we were at, it's like there's no parking, especially in the summertime when like people are trying to go to the beach and shit. So. That's why win of the week it's simple, but it just feels good, bro. Like moving into a better spot.
Yeah.
Like I've always kind of. My first spot that I ever lived at was pretty dope. So it was like kind of hard to keep upgrading from that spot. But
Shout
then
out
like,
to you.
yeah, dude, I'm
That's
stoked,
good.
bro. It's like sometimes like you move into a spot and it's like not as good as the last one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're like, it's like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, it's always kind of a fun transition just to move into somewhere different anyway. But no, dude, I'm stoked on this spot. So like probably about a week left and I'll be fully moved in, and
I'm excited to see it.
Perfect. Right in time for summer too.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Surfing every day again. We need that.
What's your win of the week, brother?
I got 2. So I got a raise this week. That was great.
Okay, congratulations on that.
Love
brother.
that. Been working hard, you know.
No, because you do bust your ass.
Oh yeah.
So good shit.
So that's like my 4th raise in the last 8 months.
Damn.
So I've been hustling.
Well, it's cool too that they're investing in you.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, I kind of gave them an ultimatum. Like, companies are offering me more. You better pay me more because I will.
You know what's funny? For the first time ever, I heard your company. I'm not about to say it on air, but I heard your company had an ad on the radio.
Talk to them.
I've never heard like, bro.
Shit.
I like low key. It's a smaller company. You know what I mean?
Is.
In your like area, like in that department kind of, yeah. Like in that industry, you're like a smaller company. And I was listening to the radio the other day on 1010XL. And you guys had an ad, and the slogan was so fucking stupid. I'm not about to say it on there. It was so stupid. I think it was
nope.
Okay, it was so stupid.
I got another win of the week. You know, the time of the year, it's springtime. Well, my garden is taking off, and I've been planting a lot of like rare exotic seeds that I bought offline.
Yes,
and them bitches are growing. Like I'm finna have some cool ass plants in my backyard.
Am I gonna be getting some of these? Like, let's be honest. Like,
I got a few extra because like there's a few. I got like 30 of them. I got like, yeah, I got something for
Okay, because you know me, bro. Once you start growing some shit, I might. You might.
I always grow a couple extra for.
Okay, I
for the
appreciate
people,
that.
yeah.
You'll see me in the backyard, like picking the blueberries real quick.
Man,
bro.
he ate all my blueberries one year. I didn't get to try them.
They were so gas.
Bet.
What's your road to 200 looking like?
I still
talk
haven't
about it
weighed
every week,
myself, but I have been working out very consistently, and I bought these little Boost protein shakes. Got like 24 grams of protein, and I drink like 2 or 3 of them a day.
Are those the prepackaged ones?
Mm-hmm.
I've seen those, bro. Are they good?
I mean, yeah, they taste good, and it's like 24 grams of protein and 28 grams of carbs.
In that tiny little bottle?
Boy,
For real?
I throw that thing down.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's like a shot, bro, compared to a protein
So
shake.
I drink like 2 or 3 of those,
That's dope.
and then I eat a lot. My legs are definitely getting bigger. I've ripped 3 pairs of jeans in the last 2 months.
Ooh, you know that feels good.
But
You
it
know
sucks
that
though.
feels
Jeans
good.
are expensive.
I've low key like my knee this whole week. My knee was fucking me up, so my leg days were shit, bro. But but I had a really good chest day this week, man. Like right now, my baby on chest day is the Smith machine incline.
Mm-hmm.
And like, bro, that shit's working.
Are you
That's
hitting, what are you hitting? 185?
what did I hit last time?
I ain't gonna lie to you. Every time
I think it was
bench,
185.
like recently, I've been sticking to 135 and just
Oh yeah, just repping it out.
hitting.
Well, because if you do 5 sets of like 12 reps at 135, bro, like especially if you're doing the super slow decline and then exploding back up, bro, that
My
shit'll
sets
do it for
take
me.
so long because I do like I'm slow and controlled the whole time.
Okay, I think in the next couple weeks I want to go together and figure out my 1 rep max
Yeah.
on bench. Because dude, my goal for the end of 2025, my goal I gotta hit 225, bro.
Oh, you can hit 225.
Oh, I'm not. I don't think I'm there yet, but I'm close.
Yeah.
I'm definitely close. Like I think I could probably hit 200, 210.
Yeah.
So like, dude, that's my goal. And with the incline Smith machine, you can just focus on just pushing.
Yeah.
Does the bar for the Smith machine?
It weighs less.
Oh
So
my god, that shit pisses me off, bro.
Yeah.
Because like I put on,
It's like 15 pounds.
when I first put on,
If that.
no way.
Yeah. It's light, brother. It's not a bar.
Fuck, bro, that pisses me off because I was repping 185 like
you weren't.
comfortably, bro. I was like, dude, I felt like I was like a lot stronger on the Smith machine because I'm not having to balance the weight.
Yeah.
But that's not true at all.
It's honestly, I mean, it's good for like small like movement work, but you need to bench. Like you need
Oh,
to-
I'm benching too.
Yeah.
But just with the Smith machine, it was like nice because you just focus on pushing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't got to focus on unracking and doing whatever. And like, you just pull your hands back and go.
Mm-hmm. Just
and
go,
so
yeah.
that's been like my baby lately. But dude, I'm excited for
I've been
today's
hitting
episode.
incline dumbbells. That's my thing.
Okay, incline dumbbells are nice.
Yeah.
I honestly like incline dumbbells more than flat bench dumbbells.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't do flat bench dumbbells.
I used to all the time, but like, do you do any decline stuff?
No.
There's a machine at the gym that I go to where it's like a little incline or decline machine. And I love that. But I mean, for the most part, bro, like I just been sticking to the traditional shit.
Okay, last thing about the gym, and it's a little hack. You need to do it. You know the fly machine,
Pec deck.
and you can change it to the shoulder or the rear deck,
Yes.
rear delt. Put it on rear delts, but sit sideways on the motherfucking machine,
Yeah.
and then do single arm pec flies.
You put me on this. Yes.
And then okay, so I ain't even gonna get into the science of it.
No, do it.
But do it because you need to. Your chest muscle is for bringing your arm across your body, not necessarily forward.
Yeah.
So the more you can have that motion of going back and across your chest, like
Well, you're
bring-
overextending. That's the thing is like you're going past, because if you're doing normal pec deck, you're squeezing
you
right
stop
in the front.
here, yeah.
And so
but
if
if you
you
can go
And so, but you're saying when you're sitting on the bench or you're sitting on the
Seat thing?
seat,
Yeah.
yeah, turn a little bit to the side,
Yeah.
so that when you grab it, you can like go. I see what you're
you
saying.
still have that motion.
Yes,
Yeah.
you put me on those like a year ago, bro. I haven't done them in a minute, but those are actually low key a hack.
Spend like 20 minutes on that bitch doing like 5 or 6,
Okay,
7
if
sets.
we're talking chest hacks right now,
Yeah.
I've got a good chest
Let's
hack.
hear it.
Okay,
Come on.
it's super awkward, but you get into the Smith machine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how the fuck I'm going to describe this. You know them like whenever you're doing back, you've got that like thing. where you
Yeah, I
pull
know
it
what
like
you're
this.
doing.
Okay,
Come on.
turn that bitch sideways.
Yeah.
So it's
Upside
like a
down.
V, upside down, yeah. And kind of sit on the bench, but like not all the way, like sideways kind of. So the bar or the Smith machine bar is going
like
like
this,
directly
yeah.
over you. And you're kind of sitting on it sideways. You just have your back on the chair or on the bench, whatever you want to call it. And you get the V, put it on the thing, and you just sit there and just press like this
Yeah.
with, bro.
That'll get you pumped.
That shit, like do it at the end of your chest workout.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it is just like, it's a hack. But the one thing that does suck about it is is like getting the spin machine off.
True.
So you got to like kind of hold it like in the middle and then unrack it. You can't do a lot of weight, bro, or you will die.
That's sketch.
And then you got to quickly move to it, do a couple, and then when you're racking it back, it's a little bit of a bitch to get it like
you gotta have
back
somebody
on the
with
thing.
you.
Yeah, you definitely gotta have someone with you.
Yeah.
It makes it so much easier. But nonetheless, I'm super excited about today's episode,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
Been planning this one out for a minute, and I think our guest is going to be here any minute now. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 123. Let's jump right into it.
Let's go.
What up, OGs? This is episode 123 going down right now. Of course, I'm here with my brother, Joey Allen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm excited for today's episode, bro.
Big one.
Is definitely a big one going out right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, give it up. She is the owner of Disco Dolly Vintage, the queen herself, Alexis Dillard.
What a warm introduction. Thank you so much.
You like that?
I love that.
How you doing today?
I'm so good. I'm a little sweaty.
You've been grinding.
Yeah.
Like you, girl.
Definition.
I mean, there's literally no one in the city that's working as hard as you are right now.
Wow. Thank you.
I mean, because every event, like I'm not really going to that many events, just whatever, my girl drags me to pretty much. And you're every single one. And then you watch your story, you're really, like Billy Strings last night, right?
Oh, yeah. That's why the voice is a little raspy.
How was it?
So fun.
So
incredible.
I didn't realize that they do like a whole market out there. Like I thought you were just popping up for like the concert or whatever, but they had like a whole parking lot of people that were set up.
Yeah, it was so crazy. There was literally so many people from across the country
Yeah.
that just drove in, and they were waiting like hours to get a vendor pass. So insane. Like people go die hard.
Yeah.
People just like follow Billy around.
Does he have a huge following like that? Like
Not
is it
like cult.
Okay,
Wow.
gotcha.
Absolutely.
Because
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie, like I don't know a lot of Billy String shit. Like, is that EDM? Is that like what kind of music?
No,
is that?
he's definitely like bluegrass. Like
Okay.
he's arguably like one of the best guitarists like in the world.
Oh,
he's
really?
so good.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's
Maybe we
Billy
should
Strings.
know something about him.
Yeah, we might need to get that on the pod.
It sounds
Like,
familiar. but-
He's
no, I've definitely heard of him
incredible.
before. Is it like electric guitar or is it?
No, I would say it's more like regular guitar.
Okay, gotcha. Little acoustic action. Yeah.
Ding 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 ding.
Okay, so that's that. When you hear the name
Is that
Billy
a
Strings,
banjo?
that's exactly what I think of. It's like some banjo shit.
Yeah, kind of.
That's dope. And then you do the Disco Dreamland stuff.
Yeah.
Which is like perfect. Obviously, Disco Cowboy's been on the pod. All the people that listen to this pod are big Disco Cowboy fans. But I mean, that's like the perfect event for you. It's like a little like disco mix.
Yeah,
You know?
anything with music and good vibes.
What do you find is like the best type of markets for you to pop up at? Is it the concert ones?
Ooh, I do think the concert ones at nighttime.
Yeah.
Because one, like a lot of people come with normal drip, which is fine. We
Yeah.
like normal capsule basic things. It's necessary. But then people come and see my things and they're like, oh, holy pattern. Like it matches the vibe so perfectly. And they're like, I'm introducing them to things that they never thought that they would be into.
Yeah.
And then they like put it on and they get so like a light comes in their face.
You
They love it.
curate like the craziest collections. I'm not even gonna lie.
Thank
like
you.
it's cool because I wouldn't typically wear a lot of the stuff that you're selling, but like looking through the racks, I'm like, yo, this shit kind of hits.
It hits,
And like
yeah.
some of it looks like Versace, and then you got some other stuff that's like floral. Like the men's stuff is actually fire. Like
It
for a
pops.
girl that does. Usually, like when it's you usually stay in your gender whenever they're doing the vintage thing. Like I did vintage for a hot minute, way before we had the podcast. This is like years beforehand, and I
It
was
was all
only
sports and stuff.
all sports,
Yeah.
and it was like Jaguar stuff.
You stayed in your lane, yeah.
Stayed in my lane, and I mean it worked. Like I've always loved like vintage Jaguars. That's like my like pride and joy. But I'm not gonna lie, like it was. There's no way I could ever do girl stuff. I mean, I just wouldn't know what the
You
fuck
don't have
to
the
look
eye,
for.
yeah.
I don't have the eye for it. Exactly.
I think that's such an underserved community. I think women have so many options.
Yeah.
And then men really do get the shit end of the stick. Like they really do need just more like funky options. Like I'll have a lot of guys be like, see, the girl section is so cool. Like why don't they have cool stuff like that for me?
Yeah.
And obviously like, not obviously, but I definitely do shop in the girls section.
Yeah.
Like for example, 1980s, like men or women's vintage, oversized baggy. I send that to my boys.
Facts.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
then they get the really funky, weird collar and the patterns and the puppy colors. And then, yeah, it's super cool.
Do you feel like the like festivals are a good lane for you too? Because like you were talking about funkiness and like all that. Like if you were to go to like Halloween or something, I feel like your shit would eat.
Honestly, this is a tough subject for me because I love hula. It was one of my first festivals. The energy there is so incredible. I like made some of my best friends at hula.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's hard for me to go and want to sell and want to sling.
True.
You know what I mean? Like it's a pull tug.
Yeah.
Like I want to go serve the people. The people deserve to see Disco Dolly, but I also want to go see
wanna
Chris
have fun,
Lake
yeah.
in the pit.
No, facts. So
it's tough.
you'll go to a lot of concerts like on the side too. Would you say like that's one of your like self-care like activities? Like that's something you do to
Hence
take care
my
of
voice. Yeah, I'm always woo, woo, woo. Yeah.
What if you had people
Couldn't
working your thing for you? Like if you were there having fun, but you still have your booth there.
And you could kind of stop by here and there or whatever.
Well, I get asked that a lot, and for me, especially my first time at a music festival like that, there's no way I'm not going to be at that booth.
Right.
That's my baby. That's my vibe. That's my like, you know, it's like my baby cub.
It's
I'm
about the
mama bear.
experience. You know, like that's one thing me and Joey take very seriously too. Like we want all of our guests when they come over for it to be like an experience. Like not just you come
Right.
over, record an episode and you get the fuck out, you
Right.
know? And I think with you, like that's one of the fun things. Like I'll always go to your booth just to chat it up with you. You know, sometimes we'll be like just like chatting and like I don't even look at the fucking racks. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you're just like it's the energy.
Thank you.
You know? So I mean some people got it, some people don't. Let's be honest.
Right.
You know, like there's times where people will have like some sauce, especially like we love like sports vintage. So like whenever we go to 904 pop-up or whatever it is,
It's a combo deal for
it's
sure.
a combo deal. And like sometimes you walk into someone's booth, they don't even fucking say hello.
Right.
Yeah.
Whereas like me and you, if we're sitting there talking in your booth, you'll greet people that don't even come to the booth. They're just walking by,
Absolutely.
you know? And I think that like that's just good like saleswoman, whatever you want to call it. Like that's just like good sales like techniques. But at the same time, like I don't know. I mean, some people they do crave the experience. I'll go and
Crave the experience.
like
That felt good to hear. Not to like toot my own horn, but people that just meet me, that have known me for a long time, they do say similar things.
yeah.
That it's all about the vibe, and you do have like this aura, and I do want to make people feel loved. I think that's why I do vintage. I think it's the easiest way for me to make people feel a connection, not just to me, but just to like life.
100%.
And like I feel like me giving someone a piece of clothing is like me giving them like a high vibrational entity. Like here, like here's the highest vibration of myself that I can give to you, and like I want you to keep that and love it. And every time you wear it, like have a yummy experience.
No, that's facts.
Yeah.
I love that. That's a good way to put it right there. That's getting clipped up. No, but it's cool too because all your prices are always very fairly priced. Like
So fair.
you would look at it and you know how it is.
Yeah.
Like especially at 904 pop-up, and I love the 904 pop-up. There's not I'm not hating on anyone. I'm not even gonna say the booth that I went to. But they had this Jaguar piece that I've been looking for so long. It was a hat. It's a vintage hat. I think it's from like 93 or 4. And obsessed with it. I've been looking for this piece forever. And I go in there, the dude, like, we never even said a word to each other. He was just like doing his own thing. He knows he's got the heat, so he's kind of got this ego, you know? And I go in there, you look at the hat, it's like an $85 hat. And I'm like on the fence about buying it. I'm like, I really want it, but I just, $85 for a hat just it does not seem right to me for some reason. And then
I don't know.
I'm about to purchase it, I'm looking at it, and you could just tell like the way that he was treating other customers. I was like, you know what? I don't even want to support this cat.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like good guy. Like I'm sure he's a great dude, but like just the way that he would like his vibes, I was like, I'll get this hat on eBay. You
Like
know
if
what I
he
mean?
was in there talking to you and like,
Oh my
chatting
God,
it up,
yeah.
you would've
So
bought it.
like that's the thing. You could sell me an $85 hat like that. You know what I mean? Like I would like just because you want to support someone that's like doing it right. You know what I mean? And I think you crush it with that. Like seriously, you do a really good job with just like making people feel like they are getting a high vibrational piece.
I appreciate that. Yeah,
know?
yeah. Everyone that walks in the booth, I want them to feel loved and feel appreciated and feel like they belong.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why I named Disco Dolly Disco Dolly.
Yeah.
Because disco back in the 70s is when it became. Was right after the 60s when a lot of hatred was in our world, a lot of segregation, a lot of marginalized communities that were, put on, the hot spot. And so I feel like disco is a place that they could go, whether you're black, blue, purple, gay, straight, whatever, and go have fun, let loose, and just come as you are. And you can just bring all your fears, all your sadness, and put it on the dance floor and transfer that into good energy, yummy energy.
Yeah.
And that's why I named disco, the disco portion.
Okay.
And then Dolly was named after Dolly Parton.
I love it.
And a lot of people don't know that. They think it's just like a disco doll, but it's Disco Dolly.
Are you a big
Do
like
you
Dolly
love
Parton?
Disco Dolly?
Yeah.
Or
like-
Dolly-
I love Dolly Parton. I grew up on the Grand Ole Opry. My dad was a bodyguard.
Oh no way.
Yes. And so I physically grew up backstage Grand Ole Opry my entire childhood.
That's nuts.
Do you know Dolly Parton?
I've met her when I was young.
Yeah.
So if I called her now, she wouldn't be like, oh, hey, Alexis. But I do have probably pictures somewhere in my scrapbooks
awesome.
that my dad and my mom were very, very close to her.
What's your favorite Dolly Parton song?
Oh my gosh. So many, like, I think Everyone loves I Will Always Love You. And
Yeah.
I think that's one of my favorites for a couple reasons. One, people think Whitney Houston wrote it, but it's Dolly Parton.
I didn't know that.
I did not know that
Yeah,
either.
because Whitney Houston crushed it. Don't get it wrong, but Dolly Parton
That's
wrote
right.
it.
I do know Whitney Houston's version. I don't even know
I
Dolly's
know
version.
Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Everyone knows. She's slayed. So Dolly Parton, here's a little history lesson.
Okay.
She was on the Grand Ole Opry when she was young, when she was like teens into her 20s. Porter Wagoner, go look him up. He has the craziest suits, like crystallized Western country. Like he is Western glam.
Okay.
So he had the Porter Wagoner show, and that was the main guy my dad bodyguarded for. And Dolly and Porter were on the show, and years went by. She wanted to leave and start her own franchise, like Dolly. Porter was like, "You're not ready." And he goes, "If you write me a song to prove that you're ready to leave, be on your own, I'll let you go." She wrote "I Will Always Love You" for Porter as like a goodbye to the Porter Wagoner show and to say, "I'm going to go be Dolly Parton."
That's
That's
crazy.
nuts. And
Yeah.
now she's like the most influential when it comes to like in that lane.
Yes.
She's the ghost.
Literally just got goosebumps. Like thinking about her, like I do fangirl over Dolly.
Would
Yeah.
that be like if you could ever do some kind of collab with anybody, would it be Dolly Parton?
1,000,000,000%.
Yeah.
Say less.
That would be so sick.
Have you been to Dolly World?
Yeah, oh yeah.
She lives there.
I grew up. I just grew up in that world. I grew up in Nashville, so
Okay.
That's
Nashville
awesome.
and Chattanooga.
Well, it's funny then, like how you kind of got into this lane where it's like a little bit more like funky. Even some of your stuff gives like a psychedelic vibe off
Right.
sometimes. You know what I mean? When you kind of grew up like with that country background too.
Yeah, and that's why I think the disco like plugs in, and then the Dolly, and I think branding is so important. And I've been learning that more and more. Like for example, like you guys are crushing it with the branding,
Thank
the
you.
black and the orange, beautiful. And I've been leaning more into. I want to actually go into the disco Dolly of what that means.
Yeah.
Like disco glam, Western glam. So
You do a really good job. Like whenever you post Instagram pictures, like you'll throw the background on it and it'll be like the desert or something. And like that's a good vibe for you. Like it does hit. It's you. I think you do a great job with your branding. Like
Thank you.
You don't specifically have like a color palette, I'd say, but your stickers. Got to give you credit for the
people
stickers.
love the stickers.
You have really good stickers.
I designed
and like, aren't
them,
some
too.
of them? Oh, that's fire.
Yeah,
Are
with
some,
AI, so I cheated a
Well,
lot.
girl, I
No,
mean,
that's fine. It's still
look,
your vision.
Look, AI is gonna edit this fucking podcast, so we're good. But it's cool because like one of the stickers you have is like a hologram or
Yeah,
whatever you call it.
holographic.
Yeah, that shit's tough.
Iridescent.
That shit's
Nice.
tough.
People obsess over it, and yeah, I have people text me all the time. Like people come in my yoga studio all the time with your Disco Dolly sticker. Yeah, and she'll like go up to them and be like, "Do you know her?" And they're like, "No, I like bought a piece that I still love and adore." Or
Yep.
people will be like, "Yeah, I've been repping her since day one." Like,
Tell me it's
Nice.
not the best marketing. Like stickers are the number one marketing tool anyone can ever have.
Yep.
Because for one, everyone loves a sticker. Even if it's an ugly ass sticker, I'll still take it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Just to have it and just to
Put it on the Yeti.
The satisfaction of putting a sticker on something. I don't know what it is. I just love that shit. I'll slap that bitch on a stop sign.
Oh,
You know, like I
100%.
love just like having a sticker and putting it on something, but then when it's a dope sticker too, like all the time, I'm the type of guy, obviously, as you can tell, I'll put stickers on like all my shit. I'll always put it on the water bottles. I'll always put it on like my laptop,
The
like
cooler.
things like that.
Oh yeah, I
The
don't care if
cooler
it's
for sure.
tacky. I'm repping all my homies.
And
yeah.
people will always ask, they're like, "Oh, I love that sticker. Where's it from?" Or like there's been times where people will like hit us up just for stickers. You know, like hey, I just want to get like the orange
Incredible
sticker y'all have."
marketing. Yeah, it's incredible.
And it's
is.
cheap. It's easy.
Oh, it's
Who
so
do you get your
easy.
stickers from?
Okay, so we're going
Put the plug.
shameless plug. Shameless plug. Usually this is a no free shout outs podcast.
Yeah.
So if someone wants a shout out, they can pay for that damn shout out.
Yeah.
But I've got to put this guy on game. Or I've got to put everyone on game about this guy. 904 stickers and pins.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I used to get my stickers through Sticker Mule. It
That's
was
who
like,
I do.
Okay.
Yep.
It was like what, $100 for, or no, I'm sorry, $100 for like
it's
80.
expensive.
Yeah. Like that shit's no joke.
They are good stickers.
Great
They last,
stickers.
They'll last to a
Yeah,
hurricane.
They're waterproof.
Yep.
They're amazing stickers. But for me, the way I like to give out stickers, I can't justify giving out like 80 stickers and that's $100.
Right.
So this guy slid into my DMs because for a while, like especially when we used to have the clothing brand, the stickers were like our baby, and we were always promoting them. This guy slid in my DMs. He's like, "Hey, let me do a run of stickers for you, and I guarantee no one will beat my price." And this dude doesn't have a website; it's all on Instagram.
Really?
And so slid in my DMs. I was like, "Let's do a run or whatever." He's like, "I can do 1,000 stickers for like $100." And it's a 3x3. It's not even
Dagger to my
no,
wallet.
no, literally, like when he said that, I was like, "Oh my god!" Like, let's do 2,000. Fuck
Yeah.
it, you know. And
All
so
gas, no brakes.
I think if it was a 2-inch sticker, it was like a little bit less. It was like $80
Yeah.
for 1,000 or something.
Does he
like
do
that.
the holographic?
He does not do the holographic. So they're like, it's
see,
this sticker. It's pretty much as basic as a sticker gets.
Yeah.
I will say that. But 1,000 stickers for $100,
incredible.
like say less. You know what I mean? And I think his prices may have gone up a little bit, but still,
Especially if you're just dishing them out for free. Like,
And the best part is he's local. So like for me, I wouldn't pay for shipping or anything. He'd be like, just come pick it up at the crib.
support local. We love.
100%. So shout out 904 Stickers and Pins. He's always kind of like looked out for us with the pod and shit. He made us like this flag and like random shit throughout. Like he'll just hook us up
That's
and be
so
like,
pretty.
you guys should try like this type of merch lane. He'll do samples and stuff. So definitely hit him up. The only way you can find him is on Instagram. So it's cool. He's like very low key, but he's got the stickers on lock. Like that's the thing. He's definitely doing something right with the stickers. So
That's what's up.
I appreciate you breaking down the name Disco Dolly because I was very curious about that. But let's jump into how this whole thing started.
Okay.
Like at what point did you even create Disco Dolly?
So it's kind of like a multi-layered story.
Okay.
So how I like created Disco Dolly was kind of like an accident. I've always loved fashion. People have always stopped me on the side of the streets being like, send me a link to your clothes. Like, where'd you get that? And I'm like, I can't send you a link. I thrift. They're like, dang, well, like, can you style me? And I'm like, I don't know, I guess. Like, do you really want that? And they're like, no, yes. And so I was like, okay. So I would get like random people's phone numbers from the street, get their Instagram, start sending them like ideas for clothes, or I would just start collecting clothes, you know? And then all of a sudden I have a whole freaking house. My whole closet is like full. And I'm like, oh, well, I guess I need to start doing something with this.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of created Disco Dolly out of the side of my house.
And so it started off as like you just like styling people. And whenever you're styling someone, are you looking through their Instagram to try to see what their vibe is already and kind of like curate it off that? Or are you just like, I think you'd look good in this?
I mean, I think it's kind of that, like
Yeah.
just seeing someone's skin tone, their hair, their eyes, their energy, like what kind of vibe they're trying to go for and trying to match something that goes with that, but also contrast that and give them something that is a little unexpected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does the Disco Dolly flair look like? Like when you're trying to like throw your little magic touch on something, are you going, I know you're big in the fur coats and shit.
Yeah.
Like you love some fur.
People do know me for fur coats, but obviously that's very seasonal kind
sure.
of thing, especially in Florida.
It's like
yeah.
1 or 2 days.
Unfortunately, because I wear long sleeve pants, because the more fabric, the more pattern.
Yeah.
If I'm wearing a tank top, like what fun is that, you know? But what was your question again?
Like what's your flair? Like I guess the fur coats is
Oh.
the answer. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
that's honestly such a good question because I'll have so many people travel to Japan, Australia, Thailand, here in Jacksonville, in the United States, anywhere.
Yeah.
And they'll send me pictures and they're like, this is such a Disco Dolly outfit or shirt.
Yeah.
And I think that is so cool because that means I'm developing a personal brand.
Yeah.
And I think what that is just like lots of pattern, bold colors, and like I even like to mix pattern. Like
Gotcha.
I could even mix this with like a zigzag pant
for sure.
and it look fire.
No, yeah, you definitely you know how to mix and match, girl, and that's one thing. Joey's actually getting really good at that. I will give my brother some credit there.
I just throw some shit on.
Hey, I woke up like this. No, you
I
did.
honestly think that's the vibe though. Like I think people think way too much about the coordination and about are people gonna like it? Like do these match perfectly?
Yeah.
Me, I don't give a heck. You know, like if it feels good, it's gonna look good.
Yeah,
For real.
100%. That's part of the game. Is like what is it? Feel good, look good, or look good, feel good, play good, or whatever the fuck.
Feel good, look good.
A little Deion Sanders story right
It's
there.
just a little
so true.
swagger that
Yeah.
comes with confidence, and clothing can be very daunting, but it's something we have to wear like every day, unfortunately. So might as well like make it fun and like
Yeah.
experiment and just like do out of the box shit. Like why wouldn't you?
100%.
Do you walk around like looking at people like, I wish I could tell you that you should wear this or like you should wear this? Like, did you walk in here and be like, wow, why are you wearing that?
No, y'all
to
look
me?
incredible.
I was thinking you could say it. You know what I mean?
I love when people express themselves. So not really. I do I
right.
do have a love for when people, you know, show like what they think looks good. I think the only thing, if I were to critique something, sometimes people wear things that are a little too tight, little too short, little too big, just like proportion wise, but that's easily fixable. You know what I mean? So
Well, it's cool because like you mentioned earlier in the episode, like a lot of people will still rock like the baggy look, and I love the baggy.
I
look.
love the baggy
Like
look.
I've always been the type where I've always kind of worn like the correct size T-shirt or whatever. Like I've never gone like oversized on like T-shirts or whatever or anything like that. But lately, like I've been rocking like the baggy pants and like a XLT or something.
The
and,
90s,
like,
baby.
I love that shit.
When were you born?
Low-key, 98.
yeah, 98 feeling, oh,
Juneteenth 98.
There he goes. Wrong crowd.
I was 94, so not like too far behind.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, come on, you can't call me a baby. Come on now. What are you, 97?
97.
Yeah, there we go. See, I want to ask you this without you giving out like all your secrets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm an open book. I don't care.
But we don't need everyone stepping into the Disco Dolly Vintage game. You know what I'm saying? We need to keep this exclusive.
No one can step into the disco.
Where are you getting a lot of this shit from? Like, are you sourcing it from other vintage resellers, or
And do you thrift absolutely everything?
So great questions. Number one, I want to address yours first, and then
Okay.
I'll address yours second.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I just order of operation.
Yeah.
I would never, ever, ever, ever thrift or like get a piece from like a curated person and then resell it. To me, that is so cheating. I don't like that. Like, I would never go to like someone who does slings just like I do and then go resell that. Hell no.
Yes,
To
okay.
me, I think that is so cheating.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
And like, if I'm thrifting for or like sourcing from someone, I'm wearing it. I'm wearing it and I'm repping them. You know what I mean?
for sure?
If for some reason it like I ordered online, it doesn't fit, different story.
Yeah.
But that's not my goal.
Yeah.
So my goal is to source from, what was your question?
Do you thrift absolutely everything?
I thrift absolutely everything. Nothing is brand new. And if it is brand new with tags, I thrifted it.
Okay,
Yep.
got you. I like that.
So nothing is sourced from like Alibaba.
Have you ever tried like estate sales and stuff like that?
That
I
is my
feel-
bread and butter.
Okay.
I
Oh,
love dead
that's
people
the
closets.
It's crazy. Well, I mean, it is true. Like
Yeah.
people will die with the best shit in their closet still. And
That is my goal, is to die and people to be lined out my house.
oh, you will definitely.
Like, that is my dying
happen.
wish.
That is it's cool too because like sometimes, I mean, obviously, like a lot of when people will die, like obviously most of the time they're very old. And so it's like sometimes they got that old, like, you know, kind of, sometimes there'll be some swag in there, but like all the estate sales I've been to, it's like nothing I would ever fucking wear.
Come
you know
with
what I
me
mean?
if you want to live.
Yeah,
I'll take
exactly.
you.
I need to go to the right one
Yeah.
for sure. Like you need to find like maybe some Ponte or dead person's closet.
No,
you know?
100, 100. If you go to estatesales.com, you can scroll through and it will give you like pictures, tons of pictures of like
Oh
what
my
each estate
God.
sale has. Yeah.
No way.
How often are they going on in Jacksonville? Like, is there one every weekend?
People die all the time.
True. Yeah, facts. But sometimes, like, you know, I've been to estate sales before where it's like they're giving away like a table. You know what I mean? It's like the most random. It's like furniture. It's not really like
Obviously,
a lot
it
of
can be
clothes.
really random, but I have been to some where I'm literally like, like jaw dropped, like
Yeah.
what is happening? Like insane stuff.
Being from Jacksonville, obviously the Jaguars vintage is so popular. Do you find yourself like ever going down that lane a little bit where you're like, okay, well, this is a vintage Jaguars piece, got the original logo. Like, let me snag this because someone's going to like
There's
it.
no way I would leave it. Let's just say that. That would be silly goose of me.
For sure.
But I do stay in my own lane. Like, I do think that we have an amazing, like, curator space of people who do Jags and football and sports.
For sure.
I am not I like sports. Don't get it wrong. I love go sports. But I'm not, like, I don't know a lot about it. So
Yeah.
I'll leave that to other people who are more seasoned.
Now, I know you won't source from another curator, but would you ever would you ever sell it to another curator? Like if you
For
came
them to sell?
for them to sell.
I'm sure people have already done it.
Well, it's not. It's really.
Purposefully, I don't know.
But yeah,
Spread
I mean,
the love, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it goes both ways because like obviously you don't want to just deny a sale. You know what I mean? But at the same
Right.
time, like it does kind of go against. Well, the thing is if they want to participate in that and people want to shop with them, that's their thing.
Right.
But people know if they're going to Disco Dolly, like I went out there. This is blood, sweat, and tears to get this fucking
Right,
piece.
100%. I definitely am digging. Like, I've got my headset on, got my matcha, and I'm there for hours.
Do you usually go thrifting like every weekend? Like how often are you going to a thrift
It's usually
store?
like once a week,
Okay.
maybe twice, depending on how spicy I feel.
Have you ever been to the thrift store off Emerson? It's literally called
yeah.
the thrift store.
It's huge.
That shit's
The
fire.
line is wild.
Do you know
Oh
the
my god,
schedules?
yes.
The line is like around the building times 10.
Yeah,
No
isn't
way.
it? So they open at 9. I remember,
Probably.
I think it's 9 o'clock. I used to go there, like I used to try to get there and get in line early. Because as soon as they open that door, motherfuckers are running in there.
It's
People are at the
No
checkout
way.
people are ever get in the door. You know what I mean? They've already got their
people
shit
are
and they're
punching
done.
babies to get in there.
Oh, yeah.
Like using their babies as like shields.
And this is probably, I mean, this is like 4 or 5 years ago when I
Yeah.
was like thrifting and stuff, like super heavy. And there'll be times where, yeah, you're standing on the backside of the building in this line. And it's like by the time you get in there, like you're seeing people walk out with the most fire pieces, you
Yeah.
know? But I will say, like places like that, as they get more popular, that price goes up. So like they know like what a really high quality vintage jacket
Thrifting
is.
in general has gotten like Goodwill. Sorry. insane. Like the
Really?
prices are astronomical. It is sickening. There are like girls that literally have a whole Instagram page dedicated to the outrageousness of Goodwill prices.
No way.
Really?
Yes.
Because I remember I'd never really got big into the Goodwill space, but I would go there a couple times, and I always felt like it was maybe $4 for a T-shirt or something like that.
$90 for a jacket I saw the other day.
No way. That's crazy.
I saw a fur coat the other day for like $800.
What?
I am not lying.
So
I'm like the audacity. Like,
doesn't that take away from like Goodwill's like purpose? Like the reason Goodwill I feel like even started was to like help
have
like,
goodwill.
Yeah,
Right.
literally have goodwill.
To have
but
goodwill.
Also like to help out like people that maybe can't afford like a super expensive piece of clothing. You know what I mean? And if they go in there and they see something fire, they know it's going to be in their price range. But I guess that kind of steps away from that.
They are a
mission.
nonprofit, I guess, that goes towards good causes to help people in remission and get on their feet and single mothers. And they do have a good cause. Like if you look them up, I forgot what the website's called, but if you look up nonprofits, they have like a score of like what their money is actually like allocated towards and if they're actually doing the goodwill they're saying.
Okay.
Goodwill's actually like pretty well rated,
Okay, cool.
which is good to hear. But yeah, their prices regardless.
Well, yeah, if they're charging $800 for a coat,
Right, then
better
they better be giving it to a good cause. Like, hot damn.
They're going to be curing cancer with that damn coat. I'll tell you right now. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I've been trying to get in with Goodwill for a long time. I've been DMing all their like their people, like what is it called? Like their
HR?
administration.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I've been DMing their administration like, hey, I would love to work with you. I shop with you all the time. Like, let's collab.
How would that work?
Radio
Like,
silence.
can they sponsor or not sponsor, but like, can you guys do a collab where you're like, you know, if a thrift store were to reach out to you and be like, hey, come shop here, and like maybe they hook you up with a deal or whatever, and like you do a video or something. Like,
That would be sick
yeah,
if I could do that.
Does that happen? Like, do a lot of vintage
I think
resellers
some
do that?
curators do that.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm
That's what gave me the idea because I like wanted to reach out to Goodwill and be like, hey, I'm Disco Dolly. I'm a little well known in this community. Like I would love to like
very well known.
Thank you. Would like to partner with you.
I'm the three-time best
Folio Weekly.
like best vintage seller in Jax or
Since
whatever.
I've been open, I've won it.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you.
Like that's
Awesome.
fucking sick.
That's sick because we have so many incredible curators here in town. Like I have like a laundry list that I could like give to you guys, but so many amazing curators. So I'm very blessed for our community to think that and to love
For
me.
sure.
Yeah.
Was that your first year in business whenever you got it?
My first 6 months.
That's insane. Because like you said, the community here is fucking nuts. Like everyone and their mom sells vintage, I feel like now. It's just like a damn podcast. Like everyone's got a podcast, everyone sells vintage. You know what I mean? Like it's just an easy, like, people think it's an easy little side hustle. But I mean, the fact that like you got it so early on in your career is fucking nuts.
Thank you. Well, there's people that's been doing it way longer than me. So 3 years isn't like, that's how long I've been doing it professionally. I guess I've been thrifting my whole life since I was young.
Yeah.
I actually had a really bad relationship with thrifting.
Really? Why?
What happened?
So when I was little, my mom and dad were divorced and my mom worked in department stores and she would put me in the cutest outfits. And my mom would send me to my dad's and he would take me to Goodwill and he'd be like, that short skirt's too short. Let's put you in something else.
Yeah.
He would send me home looking like a ragamuffin. My clothes smell like shit. Like he would send me home in stains and rips. And my mom is like, what the hell is going on? Like, is he trying to sabotage you?
Yeah.
In all fairness, his wife like hates me. So like maybe it was a sabotage, but anyways, I would come home and be like, yeah, thrifting sucks. Like I hate Goodwill. It stinks. The clothes look like terrible.
Yeah.
So then when I became like 14, 15, 16, I was working and I wanted to look cute. And my mom's like, buy your own clothes, like work for yourself. And so I started going thrifting. My mom wasn't like that, by the way. My mom's an angel.
Yeah.
But basically I wanted to do that for myself. I wanted to provide.
Yeah.
And tried thrifting out again. And I was like, oh, this is like a $2 dress that looks lit.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it definitely, thrifting hits different when you're buying it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when
It's
you're
a
a kid.
high. It's seriously like a
It
rush.
is. There's nothing like going through the racks or whatever, and you just come across it, of course, and you kind of go through the racks, and there's like a piece where it's kind of like, it's like hidden in there. Like, you know, people have probably gone past this and not even noticed it. And it's like your piece. You know what I mean? Like, that's what would always happen for me. There'd always be like one piece that would stand out. And whether it be some sports vintage or maybe just like a leather jacket or something like that. And it's like, I wouldn't like, that's something I couldn't rock all year round, but I'm like, yo, $14, say
You can't
less.
pass it up.
can't
It
pass
would
it
be
up.
a sin to pass it up.
100%. And it's cool. Like for me, sometimes I'll come across a piece where I'm like, I would never wear this. I just want it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a cowboy hat or something like that. I'm like, I could never rock this shit, but I
No,
want
you
it.
could though. And I think that's the whole fun of vintage. One, it's pretty low cost, and two, like it gives you that freedom. Like you don't have a huge like attachment, like financial attachment to it.
For sure.
So it's low risk. Bring it into your wardrobe and experiment with it and have fun.
That is true. And sometimes I'll even get down with like, you'll see some vintage designer pieces.
I found Christian Dior.
No, see, that's dope.
Like old Christian Dior robes. I found Prada.
Prada is sick. Like the old Prada, like especially with like that vintage logo that they have. I don't know what it is, but it's like, it looks so tough. And then I really love vintage Louis V.
Oh,
Like some Louis Vuitton vintage just slaps.
I've never found it in the
opinion.
wild, but I've seen it.
Oh yeah, I've never found that shit in the wild at all. But you see the pictures of it, like that old, like even though it's like similar monograms they have right now, it just, you can tell that thing's been through some wear and tear.
I would love to get into vintage designer more because I just sold a Prada the other day. I've done vintage Christian Dior. I've done vintage, even though this is low end designer, but like Victoria's Secret.
Yeah.
Like so fun.
What would be like your least favorite article of clothing to search for vintage? Like, would it be hats, sunglasses? Like,
Such an easy answer. T-shirts.
really?
I don't hate anything. My mom told me not to hate anything. I do not like with a passion looking for T-shirts. I think it's so boring. And tank tops.
Is
So
it
boring
like,
to
is it
me.
because like it's like graphic tees? It's like you're just looking for a good graphic pretty much.
Well, I'm not looking for graphics.
Yeah,
For me, I'm
no,
not
for
looking
sure.
for it. And so like I do when I wear them, I love a graphic tee.
Yeah.
I don't like to look for it.
Okay,
I would like
gotcha.
to go source that from someone else to wear for myself. Plus I don't sell them at Disco Dolly.
Yeah,
For
true.
that reason, probably because I don't
Love them.
fuck with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, it's interesting. Like, there's certain pieces where, I mean, there's been times where I'll be at the thrift store and like I'll come across a really fire piece, but it's got like holes and shit in it, and I'm like, I really wouldn't wear a shirt with holes in it. Like, I get that there's like a fucking trend nowadays where people go for that. But
Well, that's
like,
where the upcycling comes in.
okay, so what is that about?
You can like take a piece that looks either ripped or stained, or even a piece that's totally functional the way it is, and you cut it up and then copy and paste it with other beautiful pieces.
True, okay.
And transform it into a new item that gives new life and new energy to it.
Like cut the shirt up and put it on another shirt. Is that what you're saying? Or?
Well, I mean, a lot of people, for example, this is like the easiest example I can give. My girlfriend Fontana has like Grateful Dead. Like they have a huge cult following. They're like a band.
Okay.
Or like what's one of your favorite bands?
I guess I mean band wise, that's
Lil
tough.
Wayne.
ACDC.
Yeah.
ACDC. Let's go
Okay,
ACDC.
so you find an ACDC shirt that's pretty lit. It's got a few holes in it and it's white and it's got a like armpit stain in it.
Yeah.
You cut the main part of it that looks good that says ACDC, still an original band t-shirt, and then you can put it on the back of a
Like
really
sew
sick
it.
jacket.
I see, for sure.
And then you're repurposing it so you still get the energy from the ACD onto
Do you
a new
do that
piece.
as well?
I want to start. I need to learn how to sew.
Yeah, like I feel like that would be very difficult to at least make like it not look tacky, because I'll see it sometimes where people will do it and it kind of looks like, okay, like you definitely
There's a finesse to
There is
it.
a finesse for sure.
Yeah.
I'll see some people also, they'll do like the patchwork.
Yeah.
So they'll take like a denim jacket and throw like patches on it or whatever.
I think
and
patches are cool.
I think
like
those
patches.
are dope. I like that a
Yeah,
lot.
just giving it a little bazinga, fling, fling.
Do you do
bling,
hats
bling.
as well? Like, do you thrift a lot of hats?
Not a ton. They honestly don't sell as fast as you'd think.
Yeah.
Because I'll get swag nasty, like bucket hats, and they'll sell, but just not as fast as sometimes I want them to. But
Do you do any custom like Disco Dolly merch where it's like just a t-shirt that says Disco Dolly? You know what I mean?
I
Like,
have been dying to do merch for so long, and I think I can't pull the trigger because of like a couple of reasons. Number one, just like the vibe. Like, what do I want it to look like? Do I want it to be like what branding do I want on it? Basically,
Sure.
the color scheme. Two, like, do I want to buy new clothes? Because it kind of goes against like what I do. I do all secondhand. So for me to do merch, I guess I could go source t-shirts, but I do like the uniformed look. Like, you guys look amazing.
thank you.
So I would like to do stuff like that, but then it comes to like, I got to find things that I guess that are like sourced ethically or more cottons instead of polyesters, like more
For sure.
organic
It would
materials.
if there was a way for you to somehow source like blanks, you know what I mean, where you could like source, like, I don't even know if you would go for t-shirts or whatever, but like you could source a bunch of blanks for something that are older clothing, like you can find them at the thrift store or something, and then throw your logo on it. But I do see where you're talking about how it kind of goes against like the sustainability
Right.
factor. Like,
and
that's
it's hard to find t-shirts that like don't have the pit stains and
Exactly.
that don't look so crusty dusty. I would want them to be a little more polished looking. So if anyone listening has any advice, like,
well, me and Joey have recently stepped into the merch game, and I'm gonna, after we finish the episode, I'm gonna plug you in with a couple of different things where you can just check it out, because the good thing that me and Joey do is we don't really keep a lot of merch on hand. We don't order like 50 pieces and try to move it. We just order our samples, and then whenever people order, it's print to order.
Okay.
So like if they order off our website, it already gets sent to our printer, and then they make it right then and there. So it's like at least we're not printing a shit ton of them, and like
right.
because
And then just having dead stock just sitting there.
oh my god, that used to kill me. When we would do the clothing brand, we'd do like a $500-$600 order for
You'd
just
have a
one
whole
t-shirt.
room in his house just for clothes.
Yeah, and it would all be like if we would do a pop up or something, it was dope because you've got like one of each size for everybody, and it
Right.
all works out. But at the same time, it would kind of like grind my gears how there'd be months where I'm sitting here with just these clothes that aren't being used, you know, and it's like
Just money sitting.
literally that's what it would feel like, and it'd be so hard to like you're playing catch up the whole time, especially if you're doing the pop ups and stuff like that. What's the most expensive price you paid for a pop up
Oh,
to be a vendor?
probably like $500.
Wow.
Which I feel like is the low end, because a lot of music festivals are like in the thousands. And I've never done hula, which again, like we were talking about, like, I don't know if we were talking about that.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, we
okay.
were, yeah.
How
That
I,
was like
wanna-
early in the episode.
Okay, cool. My brain is like, blah, blah.
No, we were talking for like an hour and a half before we started,
Yeah,
so
I'm
I
like,
could
when
see
was
that
it?
happens to me all the time.
But
So I feel like $500 is not that bad.
Nope.
But it does kind of suck for the vendor, because then you go into it where you're like, okay, I have to make $500 to break even. I start making profit after we get to that 500 mark, and sometimes like I remember for me, I don't know if there was ever a market where I made $500 at a market. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I also didn't have like a huge stock or anything like that, but it just seems like, I couldn't imagine doing like $2,000. Like then do you feel like you're kind of, it's not a waste of money, but you're almost like doing it for exposure.
yeah, it's
You know?
definitely a give and take, especially with the marketing. Like if you're going somewhere like Hula or, Electric Forest, and you know, the juice is worth the squeeze in that sense, because you're just exposing yourself to so many people, especially if you're like in the online market. So you just it's opportunity cost. You know?
100%. That's a good point.
Do you ever go there? Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Do you
Go
ever
ahead.
go there to make a profit, or is it just specifically to get exposure?
Definitely to make a profit,
Yeah.
because like I got bills.
Right.
Yeah. Definitely to make a profit, but obviously there have been just a few times where you go and you're like grinding your teeth,
Yeah.
like breaking even because it rained or whatever, it's really hot or
Yeah.
whatever the situation is. Like it happens, but that's part of the game, and that's what makes you really grateful when you do have those times where you're walking away with
contrast.
like 7, 8, 9 grand. And you're like, whoa, like this is why I do what I do, Like
Have
it's
you
really
had a
cool.
7, 8, 9 grand
Oh,
day
yeah.
at a pop up?
Oh yeah.
That's
but then there's
awesome.
been times where you walk away with like $75 and then you're like, it happens at the worst time, You're
Yeah.
like, why couldn't that have happened another time?
Is this all you do? Is this your full-time job?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fire.
awesome.
That's badass. And it's cool because like, me and Joey have been trying to make the leap with this damn podcast for years, like trying to make it full-time.
But we're scared. We ain't gonna lie.
We're
to you.
scared. Yeah, it's very scary. Like, because like, especially in your lane, like you don't know when your next bill's coming around. Like I'm sure like you're thinking, sometimes there's an event where you're like, oh, I'll pull in a couple hundred off this, and it's like just doesn't perform like that.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to ask you, how did the AB Farmers Market perform? Like, how does that?
really well?
Does it
surprisingly?
really?
Yeah,
That's
I was
so
really
interesting.
shocked.
Yeah, because
'Cause-
I know their vendor fee is super low, but also like a lot of you're like the only vintage like reseller out there. Like it's
Yes.
mostly just like literally a farmer's market.
Trust me,
like
I had to
vegetables and shit.
grind to get in there.
Really?
Lots of emails, lots of phone calls, lots of text messages unanswered. Finally got a response back, and I definitely had to pitch myself. Like I definitely did. Like it wasn't just like, obviously the farmers market community is very like
Tight-knit.
and like, but they also do foster like a community vibe. So like, but it was hard to penetrate. So yeah, I definitely got in there.
I mean,
sure.
I love that farmer's market. I'll
It's
be honest.
amazing.
Like,
Yeah.
we go there usually like for vegetables and shit, like throughout the week, and we're not we're leaving there with bags of shit. We're not even spending like $40-$50. It's
incredible.
It's
Yeah.
insane. So shout out to them. I've heard they've gone through like a bunch of controversy right now where they're trying to like cut some people out, and they're trying to like size down a little bit during baseball season or some stupid
All
shit.
them damn baseball.
I'll tell you right
players.
now, fuck the baseball kids. You know what I'm saying? We go have that farmer's market. I'll tell you right now, because that is like, I could care less about the damn baseball fields out there. If anything, it's just a distraction from the farmer's market.
Right.
You know what I mean? Let's give the
a
flowers to what's
liability.
important.
You
It's
can
a
get hit by a
liability.
baseball.
Thank you. I'm saying.
Right.
I'm saying.
I do know all of the beef because I'm in the email threads, but I do want to kind of be on both sides. Like we do want to foster a community where our
No,
baseball
sure,
kids
whatever,
can be in
yeah.
there.
Say
and,
your
like,
part.
Yeah, go ahead. Like, be the good person, Alexis. Whatever.
But I do like I'm on the farmers market side that like so many people in AB like really depend. The vendors depend on it.
Oh, for sure.
For them and their families, and then like the people, like you said, like you go there every week.
100%. And it's cool because like Atlantic Beach, there's not a lot of places where like they've talked about moving it and doing different stuff. Like where the fuck are you gonna move it? Because like
There's nowhere.
There's nowhere. Like that's like the only like good size park. Even that's a small park like to have a farmer's market at. But they do a good job with it. I hope that they just continue to keep flourishing and doing their thing because that's one of my favorite farmers markets for sure. Is there any other markets that you will do like guarantee? Like if this event's going on, you're going to be there?
Disco Dreamland has been pretty good for me.
For sure.
Chris and I have partnered up for the last, however long he's been doing Disco Dreamland now, like 3 years, 2 years. And I've been on since day one and it's been incredible.
Do you find that you make more money at events where people are drinking?
Oh yeah, I think we were touching on that earlier, and I didn't get to like make that point, but I do love events that are at nighttime where people are dipping into whatever they're doing, because the clothes start looking a lot brighter and a lot trippier and a lot cooler, and it just
100%.
fits. Yeah, so it's a fun time.
That's good, yeah. And I mean, the stuff that you have like usually curated at certain events. Are you bringing all your stock whenever you do an event?
Oh hell no.
Okay, so are you like based off the event? Are you picking and choosing which pieces you think would perform best at that market?
Right. I definitely am pretty selective based on, like, for example, I went to a plastic surgery office the other day, all women. Obviously, it's a certain demographic. So I brought my Prada jacket. I brought some nicer pieces. I brought some funky just to show people, like, you know, my range.
Were they doing like was it just you? You were the only one that popped up there? No way.
It was just a little baby rack. It was
That's
just a small
cool.
rack. They were doing like injectables and showing people how to do like facials and all kinds of really fun
sick.
stuff. But they reached out and was asking me to come and bring some va-va-voom, and that's what I did.
so cool.
Do you ever say no to requests when people want you to go out and do something?
I had to say no to something the other day because it just didn't align with my schedule and things like that. But I really do try to make things happen, especially if people are requesting me to come, because then I'm like, it's really flattering. I want to try to accommodate as many people, but sometimes it just doesn't align with my schedule or just like me, you know? So sometimes I do have to say no to things.
Yeah, I mean, shit, we know about saying no to things. That's for sure. But y'all, let's go ahead and jump into me and Joey's new segment. Ladies and gentlemen, this is On the Clock. All right, so Alexis,
I instantly got hot.
So this is how this is gonna work.
Okay.
Me and Joey, we have a list of questions. These
Okay.
are gonna be rapid fire questions. You have 1 minute, just answer them truthfully. It's this or that style questions, so it'll be super easy.
Truthfully,
Joey,
make sure you don't lie to us.
Yeah, try not to lie, but we'll
Look,
see.
these questions are so crazy.
Which one?
It says one of them coffee or matcha on sourcing days.
Okay.
And she literally said she's got her cup of matcha.
Yeah, so we
Because
did.
that's like such a trending thing. Like
So-
influencers are always having their matcha and their coffee as they're thrifting.
No, that's so
Yeah.
true. And it's funny because for this one, this is the first one where we're doing like custom questions. Like usually we just do random.
Oh.
But for you, we were like, okay, let's do reseller edition. So these are going to be
Yes.
all reseller questions. And these are crazy. Like we've already talked about most of
Yeah,
this.
that's insane.
Especially the first one. That's crazy.
I know.
Okay, you ready? Let me know when you're ready. Alexis, you good?
Ready to rumble.
Let's jump in it. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Thrift store or estate sale?
Thrift store.
90s grunge or 70s disco?
70s disco.
Denim or leather?
Oh, leather.
Best flip ever, clothing or accessories?
Clothing.
Coffee or matcha on sourcing days?
Ooh, cafe.
Y2K or minimalist chick?
Y2K.
Curating or creating?
Ooh.
You're burning.
Curating.
Yeah. Platform shoes or kitten heels?
Platforms all day.
Most underrated vintage brand?
Ooh. Indigo Moon.
Jewelry or handbags?
Handbags.
Repair it or sell as is?
Repair.
Bold prints or earth tones?
Bold.
60s mod or 80s glam?
Ooh, 60s mod.
Early bird sourcing or late night listing?
Early bird sourcing.
TikTok thrift hauls or IG static posts?
IG static posts.
Tote bag or crossbody?
Tote bag.
Ooh, that was good.
Hey.
That was good. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know.
I
what
have
half
no
of that
idea.
shit.
What
I
did
don't
we
know.
talk
Wait, hold on.
about?
Let me
Wait, there was one that I answered wrong for myself.
Was
Was
it
it 60s mod or 80s glam? What is
Explain that.
I would probably do 80s glam,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Is that the
I
one
don't
you
know,
thought
it's
you
so
got wrong?
freaking hard. The one I got wrong. So 60s mod is very like, mod had like color blocking. So like bright colors against another bright color, like blue eyeshadow, big beehive hair, like very sharp lines and like A-line dresses. 80s glam is a bit rougher. It's like dark, smoky, smudged eyeshadow with like blue glitter and like dark eyes and like red lips, big hairsprayed hair.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what was the other one that I saw where I was like, what the fuck does this even mean?
Curated or kitten heels?
Well, yeah, no,
platform.
Platform shoes or kitten heels. What are those?
So platforms are big, chunky, like 1970s heels. You probably see them at music festivals too. People wear them. And then kitten heels are tiny, tiny, like kitten baby heels.
Okay, got you.
They were really popular.
I was thinking
in
that's
the
like
90s.
the ones with the long stick in the back. No?
Ooh, I don't like
What
those
is that
either.
called? Okay, yeah, I don't
like
know.
stilettos.
Them bitches don't look comfortable at all.
They're not.
When in Y2K or minimalist chick?
I don't know any of that.
What is minimalist chick? Like, what does that mean?
So minimal just basically means girls or guys who wear very like, it's called capsule wardrobe. So meaning like whites, blacks, grays.
No graphics.
Look at
like
us.
no graphics.
Hey, we some minimalist chicks, brother. I'll tell you right now.
Just minimal, like not a lot of jewelry, not a lot of makeup, not a lot of color, just like
For sure.
minimal.
Yeah, no, that's dope. I mean,
It honestly does look really good. It's an aesthetic and some girls really pull it off. I have tried it and it's like, it just doesn't match who I am.
yeah.
Your
What's
personality.
the Y2K style? What is that mostly?
I mean, Y2K can be a lot of things. Like, for example, this is Y2K.
Okay.
Very like early 2000s. I mean, technically this could be 70s or 90s, but this piece is actually an early 2000s piece.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Whenever you're thrifting, are you looking at the tags? Like to kind
that's
of
like my favorite thing to look at.
Okay.
That's how you can really tell like that in between tags and then stitching.
Yeah.
Like the age. But I love looking at tags. It like
What's it called? Is it single stitch or whatever? Whenever it's like older, it's like the
single stitch, usually for t-shirts.
Yeah.
And a lot of other things. But yeah.
So whenever you're like, let's say for example, like you're looking for tags or whatever, is there a specific tag that will like stand out to you and you're like, okay, this is that money tag? You know what I mean? Like, is it brand? Is it like you're looking at for a date on there or something? How does that work?
I think the best example that I can give, the girlies will probably get it, maybe not you, but Victoria's Secret's a well-known brand. And like throughout their history, they have like different labels. Like back in the day, like 80s, late 80s, they had the gold label. So around it was like a shiny gold border. And when I find that, I'm like, zing, like it just makes me so excited because like you're never going to find that item again.
Because I remember back in the day, it would be, for me, it was always starter. Like if I could find a starter tag or whatever, because it's like usually sports shit, or nutmeg.
Okay.
Like nutmeg would always stand out to me and it was always a fire piece.
Honestly,
like,
I don't
every
know
time.
either of those.
Oh my
know
God.
Starter?
Starter.
Yeah, see, no, you would definitely.
I
If
would.
she saw the logo,
Yeah,
she would know exactly what the fuck we're talking about. But it's like, that's like the vintage, like, the big puffer jackets where they've got like the old team's logos on it and like the back. I used to love.
I love a puffer.
Oh my God, puffers go
Yeah.
hard. I've gotten big. Like this past winter, I was big in the puffer game.
I will never pass up a puffer. I don't care if it's 1,000 degrees outside. I'm buying that damn puffer.
I might not wear it for the next 8 months, but
No,
it's going to be in my
literally,
closet.
You'll find a time, yeah.
It's funny, like I used to always be, anytime I'd come across like a piece where, because nowadays it's so rare that you'll come across like a graphic where it's like a super detailed, like all over print, or it's got like a bunch of bright, like crisscross, like, well, I don't even know how to describe it, but like the old starter look where it would be like the star would be on the shoulder and it would like take over your whole shoulder. And then you got like a Jaguar
Wait,
jumping.
yes, I know exactly what you're talking
know
about.
what
Ding,
it is,
ding
yeah.
dong,
Yeah, you know exactly. Like if you saw the logo, you would know. And I actually have one piece that I held on to. It's like a vintage Jags piece. And the front of it is the Jaguar like jumping out at you.
Ooh.
And then on the back, it's the back side of the Jaguar. Like the same piece,
That's
but
tough.
it looks like he's like going through your body.
Like a
kind of.
2D, like
Yeah.
meow
it's
situation.
It's fucking sick. But brother, you got anything else?
No, I mean, it's been a great episode, and I want to thank you for coming on. It was cool hearing your story and how you came up to do what you're doing now.
Also, I wanted to give you your flowers for the, I'm going to butcher his name, but the Avante Garden party or whatever.
Avant
you did.
Garden, yeah.
That shit was fire, girl.
Thank
like
you.
the way that, I know that was like an event that you were, that was like kind of like one of your first events you were throwing just
Yep.
by yourself. And I mean, it was sick. Like it was, everyone that was there was
You had
having a great
fun?
time. I had a blast. Are you kidding me?
Everyone
I mean,
said the energy was really good there. Like everyone was laughing and having fun and dancing.
and you had like the perfect like mix of different kinds of people there. Like you had people that were like, there was one chick that was like painting another human.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She was
Maeve.
like, that was so sick that she was doing that. And like just the DJs you had there, everything was was perfect. I wouldn't have changed a thing. So good job with that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I just
You
wanted
really
a
did a
bunch
good
of
job.
creatives to come together and be weirdos together. So yeah, it was a good time for
You
that.
could tell you're really enjoying it too, which that
Thank
always
you.
that warms the heart seeing people like we know how it is to like put your heart and soul into something and then you just want it to turn out the best, you know? And so I mean, gotta give you your flowers, you fucking crushed.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a good time.
So where can people follow Disco Dolly?
So on Instagram, Disco Dolly Vintage.
Okay.
My website, www.discodollyvintage.com.
Fire. Use promo code OG Session for 15% off.
No, for real, we should do something like that.
Oh my God, we'd love to. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, let's do something like that.
We should maybe do like, let's do a vlog one day where we just go to, maybe once you get to the
thrift
store or
store, we get
whatever.
our matcha.
We should
Oh
go to
my
this.
God.
Yeah, let's get a matcha and a coffee and go thrifting. Let's do
sale,
it.
that would be so much fun.
Or an
That'd
estate
be
sale.
so
Wait,
fun.
that would, we could schedule a
Estate
little
sale would be
day.
cool, yeah.
Yo, that
We
would
could hit a
actually
couple
be
places.
hilarious.
Let's do
We
it.
should totally
That would
do
be
that.
fun.
Yeah, we've been
I
wanting
double
to
dog
do-
dare us to do that.
Yeah, I
Triple dog.
triple dog.
We it's funny, we have been trying to like do different things with the podcast besides just doing the pod. Like
Yeah.
we've been doing the live performances, but we want to take it a step further. We want to like do like a vlog or something where we spend the day with the guests and like we used to do them quite a
outside.
bit, but get OGSP outside.
Yeah, just
I
so you're
love
not
it.
copy paste like with the same scenario.
100%.
Because I get that way. Oops, sorry. I get
good.
that way too, where I feel like I'm on a hamster wheel.
Yeah.
And that's why I did the avant garden party, because I was like, I just want to do something a little different.
Switch it
Yeah.
up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever, if you could move to any like city or state or whatever to take this operation that you have with Disco Dolly, if there's any state that you could go to or city, what would you choose? Where do you think
I'm
it
actually
performed the
going to
best?
choose outside of the United States. I'm going to choose Canada
Oh,
as far as
wow.
the country. And then I would probably go to Alberta, like go to Calgary.
Wow. She's thought
let
about
me-
this.
I've
have.
thought about this too. I've thought about this too. Asheville, North Carolina. I feel like, or Portland, Oregon. I feel like her shit would slap in one of those places, bro.
Asheville would be crazy.
Asheville would be such a banger. Like, have you ever been to Asheville?
I have.
It's-
I feel like you're right, but I also feel like it could be saturated.
Oh no, that's
So many
facts.
people do
That's
love
facts.
that, but I do love Asheville. Like, it's got good place in my heart. I just love Canada so much. Like, have you ever been to Canada?
No.
It is the most underrated country on this planet. It is the most. It's almost like you go and look at the mountains. They look extraterrestrial. Like, they don't even look like they belong on Earth.
Really?
Like, it is absolutely insanity. The water there when you're hiking is like neon blue, neon green, like because of the minerals.
Yeah.
And like the climate there, perfect for Disco Dolly.
Yeah.
Like, cold. Yeah.
No, that would be good.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. And you made a good point. Like with the Asheville thing, it is so. The reason I even thought about that suggestion is because I see so many people
see
there
it
doing
everywhere.
that.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what everyone's vibe is. But I guess, with more people wearing it in that location, more people are going to be selling it too. So
Yeah.
you're right. That's a good point.
And Alberta's like Western. I don't think a lot of people know Canada's very Western.
Really?
Like Calgary, Stampede is the biggest outdoor rodeo in the world. It's a huge situation where in the daytime, you see cowboys on their cows and their horses and all these things. They got shit on their boots. And then at nighttime, it turns into like a festival. Like girls with their asses out. Like,
Oh,
it's
that's sick.
crazy.
Wow.
That's
Like, I
funny.
saw Fisher there, Chris Lake, Green Velvet.
Oh my God.
Like, it's like EDM house music. Stevie Aoki. Like, it was so sick.
Okay, so we
Yeah.
hey, next OGSP on the road,
got my
brother.
cowboy boots.
Yeah. Oh, that's facts. You gotta go.
It's definitely my goal to get there again this year. It'll be my third year. Yeah.
Well, congratulations to you with everything that you're doing. It is honestly like your journey's fucking crazy, and I'm feeling that. Fourth year in a row, Folio Weekly Best
Oh,
Vintage
yeah.
Seller in
It's
Jacks. I feel it coming. I feel it. When did they usually do that voting?
It just happened. So they did it like January, February.
Okay, so we
that's
got
when they
time.
announced it at
Wait,
least.
let's start the campaign now. Fuck it. We already voted. We go drop the league.
Let's just, yeah.
no, go ahead and do your
Well,
thing.
I was going to say it's crazy because the first year my name just like kind of populated on the vote. And I was like, I didn't even know Folio. That's how I found out about Folio. I was like, oh, cool. Second year, I like wanted to win.
Yeah.
But then this third year, I
Didn't promote it.
didn't promote it at all because I kind of wanted to see like I sent out maybe
Organic.
Organic is the best word.
Yeah.
I wanted to organically see like what would happen if I didn't promote it. I maybe sent it out 2, maybe 3 times. That's pushing it.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
so sick.
That's good.
Well, if they've got a podcast category, probably we gonna have to enter in that bitch. Because
come
I'm
on,
telling you right
man.
now, we taking over this
Yes,
shit. Okay. I think Folio. They definitely got us on the radar. But no, shout out to all the OGs that have been watching this episode. This episode 123. If you guys want to see more bonus content, Joey, where can they go?
Patreon, baby.
Patreon.com/OG Sessions. Choose a membership that's right for you, and let's get this motherfucker cooking, baby.
Yes,
and if you
sir.
guys just want to see more of me and Joey doing random shit, you can follow us on Instagram. That's going to be OG Sessions Pod. TikTok is OG Sessions, and Twitter is X OG Sessions Pod. If you guys want to look as sexy as Joey Allen looks right now, I mean, I swear to God, boy, I wish I had that shirt. Oh, I do have that shirt.
You do.
That is going to be ogsessions.com. We have a full winter line on there right now, and we actually are cooking something up. We were going to announce it this episode, but we're going to give it a couple more weeks.
We'll let it cook.
We are cooking right now for a little summer line for everyone, and then we also want to get into a little bit of a lane that a little foreign to us.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
sir.
So y'all stay tuned for that. We're going to be dropping a bunch of info on that soon. We might even drop a little early access link on the Patreon.
Crazy.
You know, and just one more thing I want to say about the Patreon. Everyone that's kind of sleeping on that bitch right now.
Get on it.
We drop promo codes in there, bro.
Yeah, we do.
Like
Save you
everyone,
money.
so I heard someone in the DMs was bitching about one of our windbreaker prices the other day, and I was like,
Sign up to the Patreon.
sign on that
You get a
Patreon. We
code.
can get you free shit. We can get you all that shit. Okay.
Damn.
So, yeah, shout out to all the Patreon members that are on there and supporting us. There's a tier membership for everybody. So, yeah, and once again, Disco Dolly, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you so much for inviting me. That was so much fun.
You
guys
crushed.
are awesome.
No, seriously, just keep you doing your thing, and it's really cool to watch your journey. So,
Literally ditto. Copy
Love it.
paste ditto.
all right, y'all, we will be back next week, y'all. This is the OG Sessions podcast. We are out.
Peace.